back to my channel. So for this week, I'm going to be showing one of my weekly facial routines. First off, I like to make sure that I start off by washing my hands so that they're clean before I touch my face. I like to make sure that I wash my face thoroughly. So I am going to be using the Naturium Glycolic Acid Body Wash. I do like to use it on my face as well as my body. I like to just apply it to my face dry and allow it to sit on my face for about 2 to 3 minutes like a face mask, so the glycolic acid could really seep into my face and do what it's supposed to. Once that is done sitting on my face, I then like to wash it off with some cold water. After my face is washed off, I like to use a washcloth and just tap dry my face to make sure all the water is gone. So then I'm going to be dermaplaning this week to remove all the hair and, just as a sort of exfoliation. So before I start dermaplaning, I do like to use some rubbing alcohol to just ensure that my face is completely clean. There's no oils left on it. Once my face is wiped off with alcohol, I then like to go in with a new razor blade. Like I said, a new razor blade. You don't want to use one that you used before. And I just start going basically all over my face with the razor. These razors I bought at Amazon in a pack. Very, very cheap. I could link them in my bio if you guys want. Just leave a comment and let me know. Once I'm done dermaplaning my face, I then like to go in with some more rubbing alcohol to wipe away any hair that's left on my face, and then to make sure that the area is clean, because technically you did create like an open wound. Once I've gone ahead and wiped my face with rubbing alcohol again, I'm now going to get all my supplies for my mask. So last time I did more of a harsher mask because I had more acne prone skin at the moment. So this week I'm going to go for not a more gentler but not chemical based face mask. This week I am going to be using the Aztec Healing Clay mask. I really love this mask. I see results basically instantly. This one is a bit more on the drying side, but trust me, it works. So for this mask, it's best to not use any sort of metals, so like a metal bowl or a metal spoon to mix it. Use a plastic spoon or just a regular ceramic bowl if you have. It's best to get apple cider vinegar to mix out the face mask, because I find that allows it to mix more smoothly. And to apply the face mask, I am using a makeup silicone brush that I have. So once my mask is mixed and ready to put on my face, I like to make sure that it's smooth before it goes onto my face. But once it's mixed, I then like to apply it to all the areas I have any sort of like blemishes or acne at the moment. I do like to go on my eyebrows as well, because sometimes I do tend to get acne there. I also bring it down above my lip, across my nose, and I also bring it onto my neck and jawline, because that is another area that I tend to get some acne pretty often. So basically, I just put the mask anywhere that I tend to get acne, because that will help to detox my pores, and it will help to dry out the active acne that I have at the moment. So once I'm done applying the mask, I allow it to dry for like 3 to 5 minutes. I don't like it to get really, really hard, because when it starts to get really hard, it's harder to come off. But as the mask is drying, you will feel like a pulling sensation. Don't try to laugh or anything or talk, because it does tend to hurt a little bit. So once my mask is completely dried, I like to wet my hands and I like to rub the mask in to allow it to loosen up. That way it becomes more smooth. Instead of coming off in chunks, it becomes more like creamy on my face. And it has like a little bit of grain. So I use this time as a time to basically exfoliate as well. So I like to just rub the mask in to loosen up the dirt and to make it easier to come off. So while I'm doing this, I am continuously as well washing off my hands, getting them more wet, and just keep rubbing to get the mask off more. Once I've gotten the mask separated a bit, then I am going to just start rinsing off my face fully. I don't use cold water for this one, because I realize it's harder to come off with cold water. So I like to use lukewarm water, not really, really hot water, just lukewarm water. Once I've fully washed off the mask off my face and gotten all the dirt off wherever it was, I then like to go in again with a damp washcloth to just dry my face. I don't drag, I just like to do a gentle tap just to ensure that everywhere is dry. And then I just like to do a little hand dry, just, brushing my hands to make sure my face is dry and that there's no water left on it. Once my face is completely dry, then I am going to go in with my Good Molecules Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I like to put that on my face when it's still a bit damp, not soaking wet, but just a bit damp, because I realize like the effects work better for me. I also like to apply the hyaluronic acid onto my lips because, if you're putting everything on your face, might as well put it on your lips. Once I put my serum on, I then like to go in with a moisturizer. So at the moment, I'm using the e.l.f. moisturizer. It's pretty good. It's thick, it's hydrating, and I realize that I wake up very bright in the morning too. So I do like to apply this around my eye area. I don't use eye cream because it tends to burn my eyes. So whatever cream I'm using at the moment, I gently apply that around my eye to substitute for eye cream. And let's be real, eye cream is kind of expensive, so I just use regular cream that I have for my face. Once I'm done applying the lotion all over my face, I do like to go by my neck as well, because whatever you do to your face, you have to bring it down to your neck. Then I like to go in with some rosehip oil. The rosehip oil I'm using is from The Ordinary. Again, I try not to drag on my face. I like to tap. And I like to pull everything upward directions, never downward. And once again, I like to bring everything down to my neck. Whatever you put onto your face, you should bring down to your neck too, so it could look young and youthful. I do like to take this time and make it as enjoyable and relaxing as possible, because once again, this is me trying to step into my inner self-love and self-maintenance time, since I did not prioritize that last year. Thank you guys for watching. I can't wait to see you in next week's video, and I hope that you join me on this weekly self-care journey. Bye!